to their graves. It seems to me those in the bourgeoisie are aiming to be the ones who run this town. So how many of you are ready to watch your world fade to black? Doesn't matter anyway, just
Yeah.
all I would ask. Gotta hurt to see
So,
you and me be
I'm reading Homestuck again. Because I hate my life. Uh, yeah. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. Alright. I plan on reading Act 1 and Act 2. I need music. I have to have music. Yeah, today I'm gonna try and read Act 1 and Act 2. Also, sorry that my hair looks like shit. I haven't got a chance to take a shower today. I've been pretty preoccupied. Got this yesterday. It's pretty sick and nasty. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead read Homestuck again, I guess. A young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April 2009, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. What will the name of this young man be? Enter name. Zeus Smell Poop Lord. Try again, smartass. John Egbert. Your name is John. As previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes are scattered around your room. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for really terrible movies. You like to program computers, but you are not very good at it. You have fondness for paranormal lore, and are an aspiring amateur magician. You also like to play games sometimes. What will you do? John, quickly retrieve arms from drawer. Your arms in your magic chest, poop lord. Move cake from magic chest. Out of sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms, you pick up the cake for him and put it on his bed. John, quickly retrieve arms from magic chest. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest. Use these for your hilarious antics. You capture log them in your Siladex. You have no idea what that actually means, though. There are other items in the chest. John, examine contents of the chest. In here you keep an array of humorous and mystical artifacts, each one a devastating weapon in the hands of a skilled magician or a cunning prankster. You are neither of these things. Among the artifacts are 2 fake arms, currently capture logged in your Siladex, 1 pair of trick handcuffs, 1 stunt sword, 1 magician's hat, 1 pair of Beagle Puss glasses, several smoke pellets, several blood capsules, and 1 copy of Colonel Sasker's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery, and 1 copy of Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Caveney. That's probably how it's not pronounced. Some of this stuff may come in handy at some point. For now, you decide to just take the smoke pellets. John, capture log smoke pellets. You stow the smoke pellets away in one of your capture log cards in your Siladex. You still aren't totally sure what that means, but you're starting to get hitting the vernacular at least. You have 2 empty capture log cards remaining. John, equip fake arms. You weren't totally sure if equip is a verb. With the abstract behavioral medium in which you dwell, but you give it a try anyway. Unfortunately, you cannot access you cannot access the fake arms. Their card is underneath the one you just used to capture log the smoke pellets. You have to use the pellets first in order to access the arms, but this is probably unadvisable since you just make your room lousy with smoke. Your Siladex's fetch modus is currently dictated by the logic of a stacked data structure. You were never all that great with data structures, and you find the concept puzzling and mildly irritating. But with any hope, perhaps you'll advance new, more practical fetch modi for your Siladex with a little more experience. John, examine Problem Sleuth poster. I need to read more Problem Sleuth. Haven't updated that series in like, let me see. When was the last video? I believe it was part 4 posted. 4 months? Jesus. I gotta read more Problem Sleuth. Is it even possible to get more hard-boiled than that? You doubt it. This poster was one of your wisest purchases. There's a nice spot on the wall next to it. Good, you've been waiting to hang another poster there soon. John, read note on drawer. Happy birthday, son. I am so proud of you. This note is rich with the aromas of fatherly aftershaves and colognes. Beside the note is a rolled up poster. John, take poster. Another birthday artifact. You wonder what is printed on the poster. You'll need some way to hang it on your wall. John, acquire hammer and nails. They will come in handy. You first placed the hammer in your Siladex, but now all of your capture light cards are full. You wonder what would happen if you tried to take the nails. Guess it doesn't hurt to try. John, take nails. You capture like 4 nails to the top card and push all the artifacts down a card. The fake arms are pushed entirely out of the deck. Oh well, they're probably useless anyway. But you probably don't want to do that again unless you want to drop the smoke pellets and suffer the consequences. In any case, you now feel like you have gathered enough things to get down to business and do some really important stuff. Next thing you do will probably be exceptionally meaningful. John, squawk like an imbecile and shit on your desk.
Oh, stupid Cupid, you're a real mean guy. I'd like to slash your wings so you can't fly. I'm flushing and it's a crying
What the fuck?
stain. And I know that you're the one to blame.
What is this?
Hey, hey, set me free. Stupid Cupid, stop it.
No. I'm not listening to that. That was Buns. None of this shit's gonna be copyright free. Fuck. This. Let's just listen to this. Alright. This is the dumbest idea you've had in weeks. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And yet the polished surface of your desk, it beckons. John, combine nails and hammer. You merge the top 2 cards. The hammer and nails are now capsuled on the same card and can be used together. John, use hammer/nails and poster. Use the hammer and nails in conjunction with the card beneath it. John, nail poster to wall. Use the hammer, nails, and poster on the blank space in the wall. It's glorious, exactly what you wanted. The old man really came through this time. John, examine Con Air poster. Put the bunny back in the box. I said, put the bunny back in the box. Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? John, examine Deep Impact poster. Morgan Freeman's genteel homespun mannerisms were perfect qualities for a president residing over a crisis. Oceans rise, cities fall, hope survives. Well, films about impending apocalypse fascinate you. Plus, a black president? Now you've seen everything. John, examine calendar. You've marked your birthday, 13th of April. Well, another day. Hey, you marked was supposed to be the arrival date of the highly touted Suburb Beta launch. It's been 3 days already. It's starting to become a sore subject with you. John, eat cake. You're sick to death of cake. You've been eating it all day, and you have no intention of clogging your cell decks with it either. The cake stays put for now. You notice from your computer someone is messaging you. John, examine incoming message. You pull up your computer. This is where you spend most of your time. You decorated your desktop with a rather handsome wallpaper, which you made yourself. You're really proud of it. Your desktop is also littered with various programming files. You're so bad at programming, you sometimes wonder why you even bother with it. Your passage on the application is flashing. Someone's trying to get in touch with you. John, open passage. Only one of your chums is logged in. He sent you a message. John, open message. Hey, so what sort of insane news did you break in today? I got a little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm gonna watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny. Oh hell, that's such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It's like Christmas. It's like fucking Christmas up in here. Okay, that's fine. Notification. Okay, that's fine. I just have one question, and then a word of caution. Have you seen a movie called Little Monsters starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage? But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting that someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory? All I'm saying is don't think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to... don't you think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try using your brain, numbnuts. Why did the fat kid or whoever drank it know what piss tastes like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous. It was the 15th day in a row Harry Mandel peed in his juice. Okay, I can accept that. Monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage is a really punchable face. But who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet? No. Did you? Man, I got 2 copies already. But I don't care. I'm not gonna play it or anything. The game sounds boring. You see how I got slammed at Game Bro? Game Bro is a joke and we both know it. Yeah. Why don't you go check on your mail? Maybe it's there now. Alright. John, look out window. You see the view of your yard from your window. Hanging from the tree is your tire swing in a kid's yard. A tree without a tire swing is like a proper gentleman without a monocle. That is to say, he can hardly be considered he can hardly be considered a terribly proper gentleman at all. And there beside your driveway is the mailbox. John, examine mailbox. The little arm swingy dealy thing, or whatever it is called, is flipped up. What the hell is that thing called anyway? You don't have the time for these semantics. The red flippy lever means you have new mail, and that the beta may be here. John, go outside and check mailbox. You're about to hurry downstairs when you hear a car pull into your driveway. It looks like your dad has returned from the grocery store. Oh great, he's beating you to the mail. John, forget it, check the mail later. If you go downstairs to get it, he will likely monopolize hours of your time. You decide to chill up here for a while until the dust settles. Sometimes you feel like you're trapped in this room. Stuck. I never got that joke. Stuck, if you will, in a sense which possibly borders on the titular tit. And now your chum is pestering you again. The clockwork of friendship turns ceaselessly, operating swing lever dealies of harassment and perpetuity. Whatever. This dude This dude can just hold his damn horses. John, examine games and CD rack. Oh boy, Bard Quest? The Caper Havers. Problem Sleuth! And it... Don't stop. What pumpkin? Ghostbusters 2 MMORPG! Little monsters. Call my bluff. You've put countless man-hours into the assortment of quality titles. John, read Colonel Sassacre's dawning text. You decide to consult with Colonel's bottomless wisdom. Good grief, this is so huge. You could have cat if you dropped it. Foreshadowing. But you have to dig into this hefty book. But to really dig into this hefty book, you'll have to capture log it. You're not sure if you're ready to log jam other artifacts beneath it just yet. John, capture log fake arms again. What did you say? What did you just say? You don't want to clog up your... Oh, Jesus. In a momentary lapse of concentration, you accidentally capture log the arms again. John, set Pastor Chum status to bully. You don't think the situation is quite dire enough to go all the way to Rancorous. That's how that's pronounced, right? But you still feel the Pastor Chum client should reflect your mood in some way. Bully will have to do, you guess. This, unsurprisingly, does nothing whatsoever. Alright, you forgot your chum is still pestering you. John, answer chum. Is it there? Please say yes. Maybe you can play with TT. She's been pestering me all day about it. She's macking me. She's macking on me so hard it can... all the time, I start to feel embarrassed for her. I mean, it's not that I can blame her or anything. Yes, it is understandable because you are really attractive and I am attracted to you. Thank you. JK, no, I don't have it yet. My dad has the mails and I guess I have to go get it from him and see if it's there. And I've been busy spending all afternoon shitting around with my stupid Silodex. It's so frustrating. What's your modus? What? How do you retrieve artifacts from it? Oh, it's like, one at a time, I guess. And if I put too much and something falls out. Stack? What's yours? Hash map. My bro taught me a few tricks. He basically knows everything and is awesome. What the hell is that? You should probably brush up on your data structures. I guess. Did you at least allocate your strife specifics? No. I could free up a card for you. Plus let you attack stuff whenever things get too hot to handle. Which never. What have you got? Well, it's just loud. That's pretty loud. I think. Minus 30 decibels is crazy. Where was I? Well, I've got a hammer, but it's trapped in some arms. Wow, you really suck at this, don't you? Just try to get rid of the arms and then allocate the hammer to the specialist. How? I don't know. Use the arms on any old thing and see if it works. John, combine fake arms with the cake. You stick the fake arms in the cake on your bed. This definitely makes the cake at least 300% more hilarious. You're sure the Colonel South School would know the precise index of the elevated hilarity. John, allocate hammer to strife specifics. You check the back of your strife specifics. That's for the kind of abstratus you have in mind for it. John, select hammer. Your strife specifics has been allocated with hammer kind abstratus. The hammer has been moved from your capture log deck to your strife deck. John, report progress to TG. Okay, I did it. Hammer kind. Yeah. Okay, that would be your permanent allocation for your specifics. I guess I should have mentioned that. I hope you like hammers, dude. Yeah, that's fine. I can't really imagine being. I can't really imagine it's going to be all that relevant. John, capture log Colonel's big book. Now that you've got some space in your Siladex to work with, you figured you might as well start squandering it immediately. Ordinarily, this ridiculous book would be way too heavy to carry around in a practical way. You guess maybe this one, respect in which the cards present some convenience. John, examine Game Bro magazine. Game Bro, superb. Why the game of the year or whatever isn't as good as some other stuff that I like better. John, read article. So, okay, Superb's this game that a lot of cats seem hella pumped of. And this beta is sitting on my desk for review, so I'm like, yeah man, I'll write something. But I don't know. I'm like, so this about houses or some noise, that's fine. I'm sure that's like fucking dynamite in a handbag for some brosifs. But all I'm saying is, when do you get to thrash anything while you're playing house or some shit? And are you ever in jeopardy of getting mud on your doll's dress or whatever from busting out? And I quote, the mad stunts all wicked uppins. You know what I'm saying, bro, your ma? I didn't actually play this game, but I give it 1.5 hats out of 5 hats to keep it real. At this point, I'd like to give another shout out to my boy Dennis, who was over the other day. We were gonna chill in the front of the Dark Knight. We were gonna chill in front of the Dark Knight, and he was so psyched of it, y'all. So this one time, he was leaning against the screen of the door, and shit popped up, and the back deck was wet, and he slipped down on the steps, broke his thumb on the lawn. It wasn't a long fall, but hey, I guess the thumb bone wasn't made for supporting the brunt of a huge useless toll against red grass. We never did watch Dark Knight on account of Ron trucking his ball and candy ass girth to the hospital. But cool. Well, I still got another watching me. Brattle Wanda. Bro notes. Dennis was so wasted. I mean, damn. John, capture like Game Bro. It might come in handy in case you need something that burns easily. I feel like this is really loud. Maybe it's just loud for me. Minus infinite decibels. I'm the only one watching. I have it pulled up on my phone so I can like check chat, but no one else is here. John, capture like Magician's hat. You spend your final card on the Magician's hat. John, get some funny glasses too. You don't have a free card in your Siladex. However, you are able to merge the Beagle Plus with the Magician's hat to create a clever disguise. John, where disguise the full dad? John? Who is this John you speak of? You're quite certain there's never been Yeah, that's a really shady disguise. While you're wearing the items, they remain on the card, but it is temporarily removed from the deck, thus freeing up the cards beneath it. John, leave room. There it is. You exit the hallway. You exit into the hallway. On one wall hangs a picture of a fella who sure knows how to have a laugh. A man after your own heart. You always thought he looked a lot like Michael Cera, but your dad swears on the many hollowed tombs of Egypt that is not. You're not sure about that though. On the other wall is one of your dad's stupid clowns, or harlequins, as he is he's quick to correct anyone who ventures such a brazen assumption. John, go downstairs. The accursed odor of fresh baking wafts into your newfound nostrils. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the covenants of your arch nemesis, Betty Crocker. And the rich, buttery aroma of her plot stinks to high heaven. It just takes us to the Wikipedia page. This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagined. John, admire Harlequins. You check out the shelf of fanciful Harlequins. Look at this fucking garbage. You hate this stuff. Funny is funny, but your dad sure can be a real cornball. Sometimes at night you pray for burglars. John, examine fireplace. A bright orange flame flickers in the fireplace. It doesn't matter that it's April and not terribly chilly outside in a home. In a home, a fireplace needs a fire. Because that's what a fireplace is for. A fire belongs in a fireplace. Damn it. Categorically, at all times, without exception. As a domestic myth of unaccountable origin holds a home bars the spirit of a flame, and for as long as it makes a guest of it, much as the moon takes liberty with the sun's rays, the moon's an errant thief, and her pale fire she snatches from the sun. Mark Twain. You're almost certain Mark Twain said that. John, toss Game Bro into fire. It doesn't burn as quickly as you hope. Each Game Bro magazine is guaranteed to be printed on 40% recycled asbestos for big ups to Mother Earth, yo. John, fondly regard cremation. I said that right? You examine the sacred urn containing your departed Nana's ashes. When your father gives her portrait of a wistful glance now and then, you can tell it brings back painful memories. A tall bookshelf, a ladder, an unabridged Colonel Sass curse. He never wants to talk about it. I need to get a drink. My head's starting to hurt. My throat is dry. after it was in taxes. It was like, what was after taxes? I don't remember. Probably something not. Oh wait, it was like on like Latin for some reason. And then it just turned into like general science stuff. He's so. My dad is so cool, dog. I gotta go piss really bad. I'll be back in like a few seconds, like a minute. Then we can get the show on the road. I'm back. Finally, we can continue reading now. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's about good. All right. I think I read this page already. John, Tupple Urn. I can't focus now. Oh my god. I hope you blow up, Defective Bob. You clumsily mishandle the sacred urn, ashes everywhere. In retrospect, upon mulling the cinematic tropes regarding ash-filled urns, this outcome was a virtual certainty. You probably better clean up before your dad finds it. John, combine father's pipe with clever disguise. You think now would be a good time to beef up your clever disguise? Yeah. Yeah, it just said that. John, examine oversized gif. Champ, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. I believe in you. Contemplating what could be inside this package is sort of exciting, but makes you a little nervous at the same time. John, open large present. How long have I been live for? I don't know, it doesn't say. Actually, I can check in OBS. For an hour. Most of that I was not here for. That's pretty funny. John, open large present. Oh, hell no. John, capture log ashes. First, you prop open the Harlequin doll. You prop the Harlequin doll up on the couch, having it in the middle of the floor sprout out like that struck you unseemly. You capture log the ashes to your available card. John, combine ashes with urn. You merge the sacred urn with the ashes. Most of the ashes back in the urn, but it's a total mess. Reality would have been a really, it probably would have been tidier if you just brought a broom and a dustpan. John, put urn back. No one be the wiser, except maybe people thighs. John, go get fake arms again. You just got another brilliant idea for something to do with those pointless arms. You pry them out of the cake and capture lock them. Looks like Pastor Chum is acting again. John, examine the third and fourth walls of the room. John, check Pastor Chum. Another one of your chums is messaging you. John, check message. I understand that you've recently come into possession of the beta release of the Game of the Year, as features in respectable periodicals such as Game Bar magazine. That's an ugly rumor. Whoever told you that's a filthy liar? And you should probably stop hitting on him all the time, whatever. I can't control myself. I must have a weakness for insufferable pricks. Anyway, I haven't checked on the mail. My dad hasn't. I'm trying to go get it from him, so BRB. John? What? You're wearing one of your disguises right now, aren't you? You're typing to me now while writing something ridiculous. No. Why would you even think that? That's so stupid. Okay. Why don't you go get the game from your father? Alright. Wish me luck. Oh, by the way, JK, I was wearing the funny disguise the whole time. Gotcha. I know, John. John, go back downstairs. You can now execute the brilliant idea you had. There should be enough frosting on fake arms to serve as an adequate adhesive. John, attach arms to doll. You don't care what the Colonel Satskel says. That makes it at least 1,000,000% funnier. John, inspect burnt paper on the floor. You put this back on the fire where it belongs. John, throw present wrap in fire. As long as you're cleaning up. John, capture lock doll. You can carry hefty items, but that thing is really too big to... It's just way too big. Get real. Besides, you don't even want it. John, read Colonel Sassacre's text. I'm not reading that. We thought about consulting text to determine exactly how hilarious the doll is now. But this text is way too big to navigate in timely fashion. You decided to forget it. John, find Dad and retrieve mail. Good fucking question. I have no idea. I've read it already. I don't know. The door on the left leads to the kitchen, from which a powerful smell wafts. A powerful aroma which could lift an especially portly hobo off his feet. The door on the right leads to the study, where your dad spends a lot of time. He could be in either room. Wherever you go. John, go and study. It doesn't look like he's in here right now. John, examine Father's desk. On the desk is a deck of playing cards, one of your dad's pipes, an April issue of Serious Jester magazine, and a stray capsule card. There's also a can of peanuts on the desk. Oh. Haha, oh Dad, you'll be falling for that one again anytime soon. A severe peanut allergy is a terrible affliction to cope with. John, upgrade costume with hat from the rack. You swap the magician's hat with the bowler hat. This disguise is somewhat less funny, but a lot more distinguished looking. John, combine second pipe with clever disguise. Your dad maintains numerous pipes around the household. A father without a pipe is like a strafing roughneck without a toothpick. That is to say, he is a rather piss poor excuse for a roughneck, if you ask me. You'd rather not take the pipe, though. Oh, the first one tastes bad enough as it is. How you suffer from your comedy. John, examine capture lug card. Yes! This will be perfect for expanding the space in your cylinder. Ah! Alright, S. John. Play haunting piano refrain. John, play 52 card pickup. You play the prankster's favorite card game, even though you're alone in the room, thus preventing an especially foolish version of solitaire. So stupid, look at this mess. The peanut gallery over there is sure getting a kick out of it. You're allergic to their scorn. John, attempt to leave the house. You go back into the living room and contemplate checking the mailbox outside. You think perhaps you should exhaust all possibilities before plunging headlong into a dad encounter. Your television is currently airing a commercial. John, exit. You exit the house. John, check mail. Predictably, the mailbox is empty. You have already been scooped by your father. I don't know how to pronounce that. The streets are empty. Wind skims the voids, keeping neighbors apart, as if grazing the hollow cut of a reed, or say, a plundered mailbox. A familiar note is produced. It's the one that Desolation plays to keep its instrument in tune. It is your 13th birthday, and as well as all 12 preceding it, something feels missing from your life. The game presently eluding you is only the latest I don't know, of hand in the repertoire. That's how it's pronounced, right? Of an unseen riddler. What are these fucking words? A sense not of mirth, but of lack. His core schemes are those less of a prankster than a common pickpocket. His riddle is absence itself. It is a mystery dispersing altogether, like the moon's faint reflection, with even one pebble of inquiry dropped in its black well. It is the most diabolical riddle of all. Absence diminishes the little passions and increases great ones, as wind extinguishes candles from a fan's fire. Walt Whitman. Yes, you're certain Walt Whitman said that. 100% positive. You have a feeling it's gonna be a long day. Oh, I did not mean to open that. John, leave surprise from the mailman. No! John, see if your father left mail in the car. The door is locked, and your dad has the car keys. You peer through the window of the driver's side. Window. You don't see any mail, but you do see a green package. There's also something underneath of it. It looks like a slip of paper. Could these items come in the mail? You don't see anything else that's usually in the mail, like bills and coupons. Maybe your dad forgot to take the stuff inside. John, spying the kitchen. You try to get a gander through the kitchen window, but you can't see a whole lot. It seems your dad has been doing so much baking, and the glasses seamed up. God, he's so weird. But you can't see what's going on the table besides the window. But you can see what's going on the table just beside the window. It looks like mail is there. Included that is a red package and some bills, your dad's PDA, and an envelope that seems to be suspiciously labeled with the Spurb logo. Could it be? Unfortunately, the window is locked. John, go back into the kitchen. You have no other choice. You're going in. A clever disguise. Clever disguise. It's time to work your magic. S. John, enter. Your dad sees right through your costume. You don't even know what you're thinking with this foolish ruse. You unequip the clever disguise. Your dad wields the dreaded artifact of confection. He stands between you and the mail. Oh, there's only one way to sell this. Strife. Oh yeah. Did I say auto pastry? I cannot read that. John, retrieve package and flee from your room. Flee to your room. You cannot abscond. This pesky guardian is blocking your path. You will need to engineer some sort of distraction. And now he brandishes yet another artifact in confection. This man is ruthless. You better brace for impact in the most comedically striking fashion possible. John, equip disguise for defense. Beagle Aegis absorbs the brunt of the treat. It looks like Dad will enjoy the prankster's gambit on that exchange, as is usually the case. John, capture lock pie tin. Need to mess with the audio. You take the pie tin and unequip the beagle puss. Everything in your Sildex is pushed back. Hacker card. Alright, the smoke pellets are ejected from the deck. Yes, this could be just the distraction you were. Nothing happens. What'll huge light down? John, take the cake. When two great forces oppose each other, the victory will go to the one that knows how to yield. Oscar Wilde. Wise words by a man who likely could resist everything but temptation. The cake forces the Colonel Sassacre's text out of your Silodex. Sassacre, you beautiful bastard. Now's your chance. John, abscond. Now that Dad is busy placing place the smoke detector, you could safely snake away. John, take PDA. You snag your dad's PDA. Maybe later you'll switch the background image to something hilarious as a prank. Besides, it may come in handy later. Your spare capture log card is forced out of the Sildex and consequently integrated with the deck. You now have 5 cards to work with. John, take package. Red package is addressed to you. John, take envelope. You've got the Suburb Beta. John, exit kitchen. John, get cake in the couch. You capture like the cake on the couch, expelling the pie tin from the bottom card. John, combine the cakes to make a double-decker cake. You merge 2 cakes across all 5 cards. Everything in your Sildex is smushed between the cakes. Why don't you think these things through first? John, retreat upstairs. You pause the juncture and head down the hall. You're going to need something to clean up this mess by dissecting the cake. To the left is the bathroom. To the right is your dad's room. It is locked, and you're forbidden from ever entering. He has secrets. John, go to the bathroom and grab a towel. You enter the bathroom. You can see your backyard from the window. The jewel in its crown is the swing set, which has provided you with years of joy. There's also a spring-mounted pogo ride, which has been responsible for more than one painful injury, and has provided you with years of laminate. On the sink is your dad's razor. On the rack to the side is a fresh towel. John, remove PDA, envelope, and package from cake. You take the razor and use it to perform surgery on the cake. Take the towel, clean off the extracted goods. John, retrieve your items. The items force the manhandled cake to the toilet, and just like that, your Siladex is full again. God, this thing's so annoying. John, go to bedroom. John, admire failure to launch poster. You're not usually into chick flicks, but Matthew McConaughey's cool charisma could salvage any heap of smoldering wreckage. This year McConaughey, while a casual shining to an amazing actor, the film above that one is a lot better, you think. Can you see her? I want you to picture that little girl. Now imagine she's white. You got us, Matthew. Your smooth talking exposes us to our latent racism. God, you're good. Well, it was Bill Cosby. S. John. Check Pester Chum. Wow. I muted my music for this. Oh, it's interactable. Anyways. Happy birthday, John! Hello? Okay, I will talk to you later. Hey Gigi is looking for you. Why are you even so popular all of a sudden? Is today some sort of special occasion or something? Did you do something to a curry favor with the ladies? Did you break your leg on a puppy or some shit? Dude, what are you doing? I discovered that a comet is going to destroy the Earth, and it was named after me. And I'm famous and everyone wants to talk to me a lot. No, stop. Just no. Don't talk to me about your awful stupid movies or make a reference to them. Your gross man-bro cushion, Matt McConaughey is an unsavory thing to behold. McConaughey! Hey, sounds like a noise a horse would make, i.e. dumb. Equally dumb, all this pictures is of that clown you're hanging up. Those are my dad's. I was talking about Nick Cage. Oh, what? No, man, Nick Cage is sweet. So sweet. That's so lame. You don't even like him, ironically or anything. Dang, this is like for real, isn't it? I do things ironically sometimes. What about what about what I sent you for your birthday? No, dude, those are awesome. What? No, that's stupid. Which was the joke? The ironic joke? You get it? Wait, you're actually wearing them, aren't you? I'm wearing them ironically because they're awesome. The fact that ironic makes them awesome, and vice versa. I take notes on how to be cool. Jesus, get a fucking pen. You do realize that their touch was still this weird, sort of gaunt face at some point. Ew, yeah. Oh well. Anyway, speaking of which, did you get the mail? Yeah. Did there happen to be a package in there? Yeah, it's a big web run. You should probably open it. I would, but it's shipped on the spur beta, so I'll probably open it after I install the beta. Oh man, the beta came? Yeah, wanna play it? No way. Why not? Because it sounds so hells of boring. I mean, just get Titi to play it. She's all about that. Where'd she go? Oh. Her internet's blinking in, I guess. Probably be back online soon. Oh, and Christ, in the sidecar, are you still using that stack modus? Seriously, dude. You need to bone up on your data structures. That shit was just ridiculous. Okay, I will. John, open browsing. Go to mspaintadventures.com. You decide to space out on the computer for a while. Oh, before doing anything important. You open Typeus web browser and direct it to what's indisputably the most amazing website ever created. The new adventure is okay, but you're not sure if you like it as much as the last one. John, install the Spur Beta. You decide it's time for less meta and more beta. You insert the CD and install the Suburb Beta. What the fuck is this? John, bone up on data structures. You go to your closet where you keep a lot of clothes and an array of handy computer programming guides. John, read data structures book. Data structures for asshole. I think my rage just crapped its pants. My funny uncle. Your ignorance just made me throw up a little. Get a clue, you computer illiterate piece of shit. Free fetch modus in the back. You're not really sure if you want to dig into this huge tome. It looks really boring, kind of orny. Maybe you'll just check out the free modus instead. John, get free fetch modus. He turns to the back inside cover, where a free fetch modus is included in the plastic sleeve. This one is dictated by the logic of a queue data structure, operating first in, first out method, rather than first in, last out method of stack. John, apply fetch modus to Silodex. Items capsuled in your Silodex are no longer immediately accessible. You can only use the item on the bottom card and must wait for items on upper cards to be pushed back to it. For instance, the red package is now accessible. You can only use the razor at the moment. This modus doesn't strike you as a significant upgrade to your previous one. In fact, it almost seems more inconvenient. You figure you might as well give it a chance though. John, switch back to stack modus. You suddenly wonder if this is even possible. You don't remember if you had a physical card for the stack modus. You find all this to be a little abstract and you prefer not to think about it too much. John, put down razor. Put it down? You're not quite sure if you understand. John, pick up 2 items. You capture like one of the cakes. You finally found the use for all these luring pastries. Dead weight. John, get other cake. The second cake, it causes a razor to launch out of the front of your Silodex. Oh good lord, that beautiful face. You wish the razor would have failed to launch. John, get more stuff. You open your magic chest and capture like one of the favorite books of all time. Wise Guy by Mike. There goes the fresh towel. John, might as well grab those cuffs. You take the trick handcuffs, expelling the PDA like a bullet. Oh god damn it. John, open up that package. To EB from TG. You examine the package. It's from one of your internet chums. It's bound in packaging tape, though you need something sharp to open it. Ah, of course, the razor. It's also simple. You wonder why you didn't. John, get razor. John, pick up package again. Let's take this from the top. John, capture a lot of glass shards. You suddenly take the glass shards in quick succession, duck for cover. Your Silodex rains devastation on your room from above. And now your cards are packed with glass. You probably don't want to do that again anytime soon. You should probably go get that stuff before you forget. John, use the razor on red package. You open the package, there's something suspicious inside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. It's a stuffed bunny, much like the one held hostage briefly by Malkovich Cyrus's the virus, as while taunting hard luck protagonist Cameron Poe, and strikingly similar to the one scooped up from the soot of a burning Vegas strip by Cage's Poe, and offered to his daughter, a gesture symbolic of a tapered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he sure was a good man. But no. Oh, it is not merely like the bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome. John, check status of Super Beta. Looks like your computer's trying to get your attention. John, look at monitor. John, check password chum window. It looks like you've managed to retrieve the beta. Excellent. I'm going to try to connect. Well, okay, I just got the most awesome present. The rabbit. So sweet. I've heard tales of the wretched creature often. Its Homeric legend is practically ensconced in the fold of my personal mythology by now. What? Why don't we focus on the matter at hand? Oh, the game. Okay. I don't really know how this works. What am I even looking at here? You're running the client application. I'm running the server, so I'm the host user. I've established a connection with you. This is the most efficient way for us to play the game. Oh, okay then. Why don't we get started? John, press enter. Bow. 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 Bow, 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 bow. That was so tough, wasn't it? Mouse over the interface buttons. Andrew Hussey. Select. Revise. Deploy. Paraphernalia registry. Grist cache. Explore Athenium. Alchemy Excurus. TT, select magic chest. TT, zoom out. TT, drop chest. Whoa, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm just getting a feel for the controls. Is my magic chest on the roof now? Yes. I will try to be more careful next time. John, get the card. You try to find your missing stack fetch modus and quickly reapply it to your Silodex. You can now opt for either the stack or queue modus at any time. Toggle between the fetch mode with gleeful abandon. Looks like your dad is leaving again for baking supplies. You're relieved to have the house to yourself again, if only for a few minutes. You just hope he doesn't notice the magic chest on the roof, or any of the shit you threw out the window for that matter. TT, select the stuff in your yard and move back to the room. Hey, do you think you could do me a favor? Can you grab all that stuff outside my broken window and bring it in for me? I'll give it a shot. Thanks. No luck. It appears to be just out of the range. I'm guessing it's too far away from you, the player. TT, select John. You cannot select the player. John obscures the meddlesome cursor. TT, select Bunny. TT, put the bunny back in the box. TT, revise room. TT, open Fernalia registry. TT, deploy totem lathe. John, examine totem lathe. You don't know what the heck this thing is, but it looks neat. TT, open the grist cache. It seems expanding the dimensions of your room causes some build grist, but deploying the lathe did not appear to incur any expense. Looks like certain objects are freebies, probably to help you set up the game. Wow, okay, what do they do? I think it's up to you to find out. All I can do is drop stuff in your house and move it around, apparently. How do I move stuff around? Sounds fun. I don't think you can. As the client, you'll need to install the server application. You should have received both separate envelopes. I'm running both on my computer right now. What? Did you get another envelope in the mail? No. Once you install the server and establish connection, I'm sure you'll be able to manipulate the file in any way in the same manner. Are you sure you didn't get it? Oh man, I think I might know where it is. Now that your room is bigger, why don't you move to the far corner? It will extend the range of the cursor and I can reach the items. Which, do you throw out the window for some reason? Good idea. What have you been doing in here all afternoon anyway? I was fussing around with my retarded Silodex. But I think I have it under control now. Which methods do you use? I like to use trees. Oh no, that sounds so awkward. It's not exceptionally practical, but I think they are elegant. John, stand in corner. TT, deploy extruder. TT, deploy alchemitter. Why is the floor shaking? Are you dropping more shit in my house? I did not say shit. Yes, 2 more large gizmos. Sweet. What is with all these big contraptions? If I had to guess, they appear to facilitate some sort of system involving punch card based alchemy. Huh? To what end? I mean, what are we supposed to be doing in this game? Holy shit, someone else! Penumbra Phantasm never actually plays in Homestuck, but Penumbra Phantasm is a remix of a song from Homestuck called Doctor, in which that plays. I'll show you the page. On full screen. Alright. Map. Homestuck. It plays on S Act 4. Because the Penumbra Phantasm motif is actually just the Doctor motif. As you can see here. Well, what a coincidence. I'm going to try to read until Act 2. John, get PDA. You grab the PDA, switching back to the stack modus, so it is easily accessible. The interface is oddly sterile, no hilarious found wallpapers or anything like that. Oops, you mean Harlequin wallpapers. The serious business application is open, and it seems your dad uses it to keep tabs on various acquaintances, his fellow street performers, maybe? You guess the performing arts must be pretty serious business after all. John, install Password Chum. Savior of the Waking World, it plays on... I'm not gonna play the whole thing since you haven't made it there, because, like, spoilers and all. But, it plays on... Let me find the page. S. John, Rise Up. This is when it plays. And this should be useful. Now you can keep tabs on your chums while you wander around the house. John, go go out to the balcony. Hey, I'm out on the balcony now. I'm messing you for my dad's PDA. The one you threw into the yard? No, I'm telling you. It jumped out of my cell decks like a frightened weasel. What were you doing with it in the first place? I'm not sensing a lot of regard for personal property of others. Is this how your pent-up frustration is with your father manifests itself? What? No, those are all accidents. Please take your psycho blabbery somewhere else, miss. Your bathroom is a mess. Did you do that too? Oh man, see, this isn't cool. Holy shit, I have 3 viewers. This is an all-time peak for me. All this snooping nonsense? There's a cake in the toilet. Yes, there is. I'm tempted to clean it up for you. Okay, if that will satisfy your weird OCD complex. My obsessive compulsive disorder complex? Can a disorder also be a complex? In your case, probably. Sounds complicated. Anyway, I'm going to have a look at this enormous platformy thing you have up a balcony. John, examine altimeter and cautious matter. You have no idea what to do with this thing. You can't find any controls for it. Having exhausted all other possibilities, you just decide to stand on it. This isn't very cautious of you, actually. John, look through telescope. It's a clear sunny day. Nothing out of the ordinary to report. At least not beyond the walls of your own home. TT, grab the soiled toilet. Whoops. Whoops what? What was that noise? Isn't this something I should go investigate? No, I have it under control. You can keep playing with your telescope. John, investigate. Ugh! I think I can patch it up. Just give me a little space. Why don't you go have a look at the crux shooter? The what? The thing I put in your living room. John, hop down the hole. You jump down to the utility room. John, get sledgehammer and card. You take the sledgehammer and the capture leg card. Combine the two, and quickly apply it to your strife specivis. You think it's cool that things don't have to always be a federal fucking issue. It looks like another one of your chums is pestering you on your PDA. John, answer chum. John, did you get my package? Oh, hey. No, not yet. Darn, are you sure? It was in a green box. Oh, yes, but it's in my dad's car and he's out of the store. He should be back soon. Great. So what are you up to today? I'm up to my neck on this burb stuff. TT's making a real mess of my house. Well, what's the burb? Oh, it's this game. It's okay, I guess. I'm still figuring it out. Whoa, what was that? What was that? There was a loud noise inside my house. It sounded like an explosion. Wow, really? I'll look outside and look. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, but be careful, okay? I will. John, might as well check out the crux shooter. Oh, hell no. Did you put this thing in front of the door? There's a door there? Yeah. I didn't see it. I just thought it fit nicely into the groove. You mean you thought it was elegant? Okay, what do I do with this thing? Hello? What are you doing up there now? Oh, fuck. John, examine wheel and crux shooter. You turn the wheel. Something seems to be pushing up from beneath the lid. But you aren't strong enough to make the lid come off. TT, put bathtub in driveway. On tub's journey to the driveway, the connection is interrupted. John, scold TT. You can see me, right? Tell me what's wrong with this picture. Sorry, I keep losing the wireless signal. Must be the weather. I would look for a stronger signal in another part of my house, but I'd rather not risk an encounter with my mother. I'd battle through a cloud of gin and direct once already this evening. Yeah, I hear you. Yes, cakes, gestures, unfaltering love and support. Quite a road to hoe there. Though I suppose I'm complicit for not informing social services about your situation. I know. What's going on outside? What about going outside? Can you catch a neighbor's signal? Well, that presents the same problem. Also, it's raining, remember? And dark. It's dark already? Yes, the sun has already had its way with us here on the East Coast. Its lurid glare has moved onto younger time zones. Okay. John, hit Corkscrew with Sledgehammer. Need some help? TT, pick up Sledgehammer. What is this thing? And what is this? And what is that clock counting down to? I've been looking at the game fact walkthrough to figure out some of this stuff out. Hold on while I read further. Okay. All these walkthroughs are extremely short. None of them progress much further in the sport. Weird. Well, I mean it is a new game. True. Now that the lid is off, you'll need to extrude some Cruxite. John, turn wheel again. You extrude 1 Cruxite dowel. John, get Cruxite. I feel like we should be hurrying. The countdown is making me nervous. John? Oh, your PD is checked on the Cruxite now, isn't it? Anyway, it looks like we are going to need this card too. TT, to play pre-punched card. John, get card. A shard of glass expelled from the deck and means the Harlequin doll. John. Capture log face fanciful Harlequins. How long have I been shooting for? Just curious. Almost 2 hours. It's 1:30 on the dot. Take 2 fanciful Harlequins. The additional useless fright pushes your PDA to the last card. You then switch to the Q modus so you can access the PDA. More glass shrapnel flies from the deck. I don't care how long I'm staying up. I'm finishing Act 2. I'm Act 1 right now. This thing keeps following me around. I think it's trying to talk to me or something. That is probably the Colonel sprite. It apparently needs to be prototyped. Twice, actually. Whatever the hell that means. These walkthroughs are horrendously written. Okay. Well, you are the one with the curses. Just do whatever you think is the right thing to do. Also, fix my bathroom. TT. Drop to main Harlequin Colonel sprite. Colonel sprite has been prototyped with the Harlequin doll. I still can't understand this thing's gobbledygook. That was only a tier 1 prototyping. There's still another tier prototyping process. Which for all know merely advances this entirety through increasingly esoteric states of linguistics. The clock is ticking. We don't have time for this asinine tomfoolery. This unmitigated poppycock. Extravagant hogwash. Okay, stop. Stop typing whatever silly thing you're typing. I'm going instead to the big platformy thing. The alchemitter? Try to learn the lingo. John, use pre-punch card with the alchemitter. There's a slot for a card heard anywhere to be found in the alchemitter. The Colonel sprite followed you upstairs. TT, exploit Athenium. Acquiring the Cruxite Dial seems to populate the Xenium with one object. One item. A perfectly generic object. John, capture like telescope. Oh. He snatched a telescope from his tripod. Who knows, it might be useful. More importantly, it pushes the Cruxite to the last card, making it unavailable for tinkering. Your PDA is, particularly, jettisoned into the yard over the neighbor's fence. John, put Cruxite on a weird platform on an altimeter. You place the Cruxite down on the altimeter's small pedestal. Something is happening. You set the altimeter to cast 3 perfectly generic objects for some reason, expending a total of 6 units of Bilgris. This thing's look completely useless. What a waste. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice there's something in the sky. John, switch modus to inspect, switch modus and use telescope to inspect the sky. You switch back to the stack modus and get a closer look with your telescope. Whatever it is, the Colonel Sprite seems to be particularly agitated about it. You know, astronomer, but its trajectory looks suspiciously head-on with your current perspective. This is a troubling development. John, high five Colonel Sprite. You figure you've left him hanging for long enough. John, attempt to ingest a unit of Bilgris. It's tempting because they strongly resemble rock and blue raspberry gushers. However, units of Bilgris are a gaming abstraction. They do not seem to exist in the physical plane. There is apparently no crisis that is so imminent that will deter you from contemplating idiotic, frivolous actions. Your dad is getting home. John, what did you do with the PDA this time? I'm working on the bathroom. We were running low on Bilgris. TT, revised bathroom. John, run to you and contact TT through Pester Chum. 2 chums have been trying to message you. John, answer chums. I'm working on the bathroom. We're running on Bilgris. Oh man, who cares about the bathroom? There's now a meteor heading for my house. I see. Do you suppose that has anything to do with the game? I don't know. Maybe. What do I do? I think it's very likely. The walkthroughs vaguely suggest an impending threat before they end. And they're already poorly constructed sentences they're already poorly constructed become even more curt and ambiguous. As if written hastily, and with a sense of alarm. Actually, the dedication in submitting the walkthrough under such circumstances is admirable. Wow, fascinating. If the meteor is a game construct, I think the only thing to do is to proceed and try to resolve the dilemma on the game's terms. Try using the lathe. It says you can use a specific card on it, but it's more specific than that. Okay, I'll do that. Really? It is a labor. Really, it is a label to read this drivel. If I read any more, my brain will need to be spoon-fed from a jar, while it blows with spit bubbles in a high chair. I think I'll write my own walkthrough. That is, after we make sure you don't die. I heard you got the box. I hope you appreciate my heroic fatherly perseverance in getting it to you, in my rough, tumbling, dirty, wife-beatery sort of way. Also, I hope you appreciate how many no-talent douches had their mitts on that bunny before you. It's like a grubby bat in some huge douchebag marathon. Hey, where are you? Oh man, the bunny's awesome, but I don't have time to talk. I'm playing Suburban is kind of a nightmare. TT's breaking everything in my house. Dude, I told you to steer clear of that game. And for that matter, you should probably wash your hands of flightly broads and their snarky horseshit altogether. And now there's a meteor coming. I'm not even joking about it. It's like some big asteroid or comet or something in the sky, heading right for my house. Oh man, how big is it? I don't know. Big, I guess. I gotta go. We'll talk later if I'm still alive and the Earth isn't blown up. It's like the size of Texas or just Rhode Island. Notice those geographical comparisons is to give us a sense of scale, like it really means anything. But it's like it doesn't matter. It's just like, wow, that's pretty fucking big. Like, Mr. President, there's a mirror coming, sir. Oh yeah? How big is it? It's the size of Texas, sir. Oh shit. Or, how big is it? It's the size of New York City, sir. Oh shit. Sir, I'm afraid I'm afraid the comic is the size of your mom's dick. Oh snap. Sir, are you familiar with Jupiter? You mean like the planet? You mean like the planet? Yeah. Well, it's that big, sir. That sounds pretty big. I have a question. Is it Jupiter? Yes, sir. Earth is literally under siege by planet fucking Jupiter. Oh shit. Anyway, later. John, use pre-punch card on Totem Lathe. You slip the pre-punch card into a slot of the Totem Lathe. Above, the tool arm deploys a configuration of chisels. No, you just need something to the lathe. John, take Crux-Sight to your Totem Lathe. Cruising your lack of foresight, you return to the balcony. What page am I on? 206. You return to the balcony for the Crux-Like dowel you left on the pedestal. You navigate the hallway, leery of your dad, who is presently puzzling over the new fixture in this hallway. Perfect crime. You retrieve the Crux-Like dowel. Dad just shrugs and heads back downstairs, presumably to do more baking. If only he knew you were hard at work saving his ass. John, use Crux-Like dowel and Totem Lathe. You clamp the Crux-Light in the lathe. John, activate lathe. The lathe carves one totem. You take the totem. Alright. I use the lathe to make this blue shapy thing. Now, I guess I take it back to the Alchemixer again. Hello? A young lady stands in her bedroom. Due to a violent storm, her house just lost power, along with wireless internet connection. This severed her link to a popular video game she was playing with a young man in a critical moment. That young man is relying on this young lady to reestablish a connection somehow. This young lady is named... It's at the tip of your tongue. What was the name of this young lady again? Enter her name. Flighty Broad. No, that wasn't it. One more time. Rose Lalonde. Examine room. Your name is Rose. As previously mentioned, you are without electricity. Although your laptop computer still functions on battery power, you have a variety of interests. You have a passion for a rather obscure literature. You enjoy creative writing and are somewhat secretive about it. You have fondness for the bestially strange and fictitious, and sometimes dabble in psychoanalysis. You also like to knit, and your room is a bit of a mess, and on occasion, and if the right one strikes your fancy, you like to play video games with your friend. What will you do? Rose, retrieve arms from purple box. The purple package's contents are private. No one is allowed to look inside. Rose, writhe like a flagellum and puke on your bed. Ugh, what a terrible idea. The thought alone makes you sick to your stomach. Rose, stroke writing journal and mutter, my precious. You will only resort to such an embarrassing activity whilst no one is watching. These journals for your eyes only. Rose, get violent. You capture log of the violin, storing it in the root card of your Silodex. S. Rose. Play a haunting refrain on the violin. You waste approximately 40 seconds playing violin while your friend is in parole. Nice time management skills there, sweetheart. Wow, it's so haunting. What is in my eye? That was so haunting. I'm scared. John, tell Liv Tyler that you love her before impact. Since your good-for-nothing friend is obviously not going to bail you out in time, you issue words of parting fondness to dear sweet Liv. Oh, if only Affleck could have been there, been the one to make the final sacrifice instead of her stubborn blue-collar salt of earth father, and she would fall into your arms of consolation, and you would be the one to make the deceased Bruce Willis proud. Rose, capture like knitting supply bag. You get the knitting bag. It occupies the left leaf card. Under the violin, and per the tree modus's alphabetical sorting method. Rose, look out window. Your panoramic window offers a view of your yard below and the mausoleum housing your dead cat Jaspers, who died when you were young. Your mom had the structure erected with a spirit of a scornful irony in response to your youthful, innocent request to hold a funeral for the animal. At least, that is how you've come to interpret this gesture in retrospect. You can also make out a silhouette of a laboratory next door, a facility in which likely broadcasts a strong wireless signal. You might be able to connect the signal from a different part of the house. Perhaps if you sneak to a high ground. Rose, get laptop. You take your laptop and prepare to make the journey through the house. This causes the tree to be unbalanced, so your solar deck auto-balances itself. Now the laptop occupies the root card, while the other two items compromise the leaves. Rose, examine book on desk. This book is absolutely indispensable for enthusiasts of your ilk, of which there are very few. Rose, take book. Take the Grimoire. Okay. Me neither. Rose, go explore the house. You leave your bedroom. Hanging just next to your door, or in the hallway, is a painting of an exquisite wizard. Your mother collects these awful things ironically. She must know how much you detest them. Ironically. What? And there is no doubt in your mind that she stores these dreadful things in the house to bother you. Down the hall to the right is the way to the observatory. Perhaps you'll be able to connect from up there. Your mother's room is also in that direction. You have to watch your step. Rose, tiptoe to the observatory. You approach the juncture in the hallway. Right beyond the juncture is the observatory. Rose, sneak by. This door leads up to the observatory. You haven't ventured up there in quite some time. Rose, go through door. The door opens to an exterior walkway leading to the observatory entrance. You've seen less inclement weather before. Other things you had to do to help a friend. Rose, hurry up to that observatory. Rose, try to connect. You first put your laptop down on the floor. Hard to get it situated. But removing it from the root card causes all the branches and leaves to be severed. Your items are dumped unceremoniously on the floor. Rose, see what we can observe. You're in a hurry, sure, but that doesn't mean you can take the moment to peek through the huge telescope. You find a small gap in the clouds. It seems a flare of smaller meteoroids is streaking steadily overhead. You're not sure what this means, but it's somewhat disconcerting. I gotta piss. Really bad. Oh, you shouldn't see that. That's a password. Don't save. I'm not gonna say what the password's for obvious reasons. Rose, stick laptop on Grimmore to maximize elevation. Need every advantage you can get. I love how smug Hussy drew Rose. Like in early semi-sprite mode. She has some of the best faces in all of Homestuck. Old, like, Act 1, Act 2 semi-sprite Rose, that is. Rose, access laboratory of Wi-Fi network. There are several signals being broadcasted from the laboratory, each of relatively decent strength. One of them is mysteriously and quite conveniently unsecured, requiring no password. You select the signal and reconnect the game with John. I'm back. Hurry up and open my door. Not that it even matters. I think I'm probably dead no matter what. Patience. You still haven't used the new totem. I believe it will create the item on the punch card. So what is it, like an apple or something? What good will that even do? We'll see. I found no evidence that anyone has successfully created an item. And the content of the card appears to be variable from session to session. In one instance, it was described as an eggy lock and thicket. Do we have enough time? Do you have enough of those building jewels to make? According to the Athenium, it is a free item. This speaks to its importance in my view. Now off you go. Rose, move door from hinges. There goes the rest of your build grist. Rose, put it back to the back. You probably should have done that. Probably should have just done this in the first place. John, take Tome's alchemimeter. Got to get those stupid blocks out of the way first. Colonel Sprite is getting awfully worked up about all this. Rose, remove blocks. You stood perfectly generic objects in your Finalia registry, potentially to be deployed at a later time. S. John. Take bite of apple, i.e. the end of Act 1. Da, 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 da. End of Act 1. Years in the future, but not many. A wayward vagabond records a stuttering step in the sun-bleached dust. Act 2. Super Beta Walkthrough, version 1.0, April 13th, 2009, by Tentacle Therapist. Table of Contents. Caveat 1. Caveats and condolences. 2. Walkthrough incomplete. I'd be inclined to dispense with the try even under less pressing circumstances. Needless to say, I'll forego the inscrutable ASCII banner which typically heralds the striking free fall of these documents. I'll also resist the urge to brandish any copyright marks, or the particular neurosis that concerns itself with the theft of the utterly mundane. I'll allow other deranged prospectors to stake claims on their worthless plots as the woods burn around them. My introduction will be sparse. There'll be no majestic prose blustering into the sails hills of Galleon as we embark on this voyage together, nor will there be any ham-fisted prose whipping its limbs on our bedsheet like a retarded ghost, for that matter. I won't set the stage or dim the lights. The mood, you'll see, will be set soon enough. Since you are reading this, chances are you have installed the game on your computer already. If this is true, like many others, you're just participating in bringing about the end of the world. But you don't have to beat yourself up about it. There's never anything you could have done to prevent it. The end is happening right now, as I type, as you read. I've come to understand that we are always doomed through our collective ignorance, and now, by further doom those who know and struggle to flee. If you're lucky, you will be among the smallest subset of the latter who are successful. What I mean is while the game that you just installed while that game you installed is just one more grinding slab of rock sealing our planet's crypt. It's also your only hope to live. I'm presently faced with the same conundrum as you, and though I speak with more experience, my outcome is far assured. I will play the game. As much of it is to play. As my recordings find here, if you want to live, you'll do as I instruct. My condolences. TT. Oh, why do you know there's no oil? Even though I don't have new reader on, there's no oil. Oh, interesting. Sorry for holding the mic, I was just adjusting it. That's probably really annoying. The kernel sprite divides. The two halves go separate ways, leaving behind the sprite right portion. Boy! What is up, the sprite undergoes a mysterious transformation. For a moment, you thought you heard someone say boy, as if whispered through the periphery of your awareness. Periphery of your awareness. It was probably just your imagination there. S. You there, boy! To walk around, use the mouse, arrow keys, or WAS keys. Click on various objects to open command menus for them. Outstanding Flash programming by Alexis Gancro. Ben Gessner, I presume. What's that? It looks different from now. After you bit that apple, your house seems to have been transported somewhere. Then the apple disappeared, and the kernel sprite underwent a transformation. Aside from the change in appearance, the transformation does not seem to have any relevant ramifications. You still can't understand a word this idiot says. This large platform! Good grief! What is it, boy? The alchemider created the apple, or the tree that sprouted it, rather. Right on time to save you from destruction. You're not sure if you can say the same for your neighborhood, though. You wonder what happened to your dad. What did that say? Examine the strange blue vase. Vase? I don't fucking care. It's a piece of quartzite you've carved with the totem lathe. When its contours were scanned, the alchemider was able to produce the tree. How odd. Boy, open this door and walk through it. Wait, go back out here, boy. Boy, go in here. Oh, there's the oil. Observe this box. The bunny is not in the box. I said the bunny's not in the box. Why couldn't the bunny be in the box? Inspect this ghastly man and his boy. Fred Savage has a punchable face. Your ass, like a talented young actor face who you'd want to hang out with if you got the chance. Also, if you're not a fully grown man by now. Anyways, the thought of monsters looking at your house scares the shit out of you, which is why this movie's so awesome. But the fact that these monsters could also be your best friend is what makes it doubly awesome. Investigate this device. John, are you there? It seems you're still connected to the internet. Rose is trying to get in touch with you. You'll reply in a moment once you fairly assess your situation. I'm tired. I said I was gonna do Act 2 tonight. I'm not gonna do Act 2 tonight. I don't care. I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll do this tomorrow. Yeah. Alright. Bye. I guess.